their pride in their different strengths and their abilities that they had. Their families all contributed and said what they loved about them as well. People spoke about how they have overcome really difficult situations and faced challenges and hardships and health problems and how they've overcome that, and then how that kind of related to their sense of personal pride and that sort of journey between that, around that sort of self-empowerment and self-love. So it's the first topic that we talk about, and then we follow on with other topics such as inclusion and courage and pride. So these are topics that people don't often get that opportunity to really explore. So it's a very powerful process.
I bet it is. Well, I think we've got Chris on the line now. Good morning, Chris.
Morning, Bruce.
Hey, what made you take part in this project?
Joining photovoice is being a guy with a passion for photography and being autistic. The program gives us a very positive way of being able to tell our story in photos and artist statements, as those with autism have never been asked to tell their story before and the way we view the world.
Yeah, I love this question. I was just talking to Linda about it. One of the things you had to address was, I love being me because. What sort of response does that get from you, Chris?
My brain can work in ways that are wonderful and creative and brilliantly weird. It can be a beautiful, wonderful thing.
I bet it can. Tell us a little bit about the photos that you took, Chris.
Just basically, with both the first two photo voice thing, I was finding different sort of photos that suited the artist sort of statement for both photo voice.
Yep. And what do you love about occasions like this? What does it mean to you, Chris, the International Day of People with a Disability, and the opportunity to take part in a project like this?
To have a representation of all aspects is very important. And others can say, if I exist, so can they. It gives more people knowledge and understanding of those like us in the world. It's an important step to awareness and acceptance.
Yep, I bet it is. Good on you, Chris. Hey, Linda, if people want to get along and have a look at this, when and where can they do so?
Okay, so the photos will be on display as part of the Tweed Shire Council's International Day of People with Disability Community Fair Day that's going to be held this Saturday, the 3rd of December, between 9 and 2 p.m, 9 a.m. and 2 p.m, and it's at Kingscliff. It's at the Community Hall, so we're in an all-weather venue, so if it's a bit wet, it's still okay to come along. And that Community Hall is on Marine Parade, just on the main sort of foreshore of Kingscliff there.
Okay. Thank you so much. I think it sounds like a wonderful project. I hope hundreds of people turn out to see it. And thank you both very much for taking the time to have a chat with us this morning.
Thanks, Bruce.
That is Chris Erickson. He's one of the photographers taking part in this project, and Linda Hope is from Social Futures. Okay, so I played that tune featuring Britney Spears and Elton John. Peter from Lismore says, can the person who's kidnapped Bruce please return him so we can get back to normal music programming? Yeah.
Their pride in their different strengths and their abilities that they had, their families all